All right, so what's good, everybody on YouTube? It is your boy. It is your boy, Jay Ventures. You know what it is. Building the brand out here, sharing my experiences, sharing my life, my journey. Today's video, we're gonna talk about the best advice to give you if you are not at peace with yourself. I gotta say, first and foremost, is get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's definitely one thing I gotta say. Because in order to be at peace with yourself, you gotta be at war with something. So in order for there to be peace, there's gotta be war. You know, the world, I wouldn't say is at peace, or at least perfect peace right now, but it is more at peace than what it was 1,000 years ago. You know what I mean? And the reason for that, of course, is because of war. Compared to, like I said, long ago. You notice we haven't been in the Third World War, right? So you got to get comfortable, be uncomfortable in order to really be at peace with yourself. Now I'm gonna give y'all. I got a list here of things to at least to give to y'all. For me personally, because I know for me personally, I've, Lord forgive me for my language, I know I've been through hell. I've been through hell, man. And I'm at peace right now. I'm just blessed to be here. I really am at peace. It's a blessing. But this is some things I gotta touch up on and tell y'all if y'all not at peace with yourself. And another thing I have for y'all is do not be a people pleaser. If you are a person who is has to please people, I mean, like, you're not really gonna be pleased with yourself on the inside because you're so caught up with pleasing people. And you gotta really tell yourself, is this what I want to do? Is this for me? Don't look into, is this gonna help them? Is this gonna, I'm not saying don't look to not help people. I'm just saying, like, how do I put this? Don't sacrifice what you envision, what you want. Don't compromise your dreams in order to please other people. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. Don't compromise, man. When it comes to your life, your decisions, what you want to do, what you envision, don't compromise. So I mean, like, if people are unhappy with what you're doing, they're mad at what you're doing, they're doubting what you're doing. So what? So it's not their life. They don't gotta walk in your shoes. You gotta walk in your own shoes, and you gotta live your own life. You gotta make your decisions. You're the only one that has to experience it. So why should you, spend a second of being a people pleaser when they don't even gotta live the life that you're living? Another thing I gotta tell you is be you, regardless of anything, regardless of any situation. Regardless of any, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, being yourself is definitely a very difficult thing to do, especially in this society today in 2023 now. I mean, I feel like the world is just so, like, especially, I feel like social media kind of ruined of, I feel like social media ruined of how life should be, how humans are supposed to be, how humans are supposed to naturally act. I'm not saying social media is the entire cause for ruining everything, of course not, but social media definitely does play a big part in ruining what you're supposed to be. You got people out here faking, people out here, trying to get caught up with other people trying to disguise, put on a mask, not trying to be themselves. He's trying to fit in. He's trying to get respect. Not even just social media, but mainstream music. Mainstream music, man. I tell you, those are some poisonous things in this world today. Is social media and mainstream music poisoning the mind and breaking of what should be natural to a human being, natural to a man or a woman, what you're supposed to be. Like, social media, mainstream music breaks that. Be yourself. But here you got this mainstream music telling you something different, money, girls, cars, clothes. You got social media. Oh yeah, I got this, I got that. Showing what they got, and you don't have it. Until you get caught up, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh, I don't got it. Dang. Now I feel bad by myself. Now I gotta go disguise, make a disguise, you know what I'm saying, to look like I got it, or just be somebody else so I can fit in with how everybody else is doing on social media. So I can be like them people, you know, mainstream music, you know what I mean, or just up there in the world. I can fit in. So be yourself. That, like I said, it's a very hard thing to do, but be yourself regardless of any situation. Don't try to fit in. Be an outcast. Be yourself. Another thing I tell y'all, and this goes really into being yourself. This is also, don't worry about other people's opinions on you. Like I said, I know also that is a very difficult thing to do. And like I said, you really have to be, like these things I'm telling y'all, you gotta really be at war in order to be at peace. You gotta get comfortable, be uncomfortable. To be comfortable, you feel me? So don't worry about other people's opinions on you. You know, like you gotta block that out. You really gotta learn somehow, some way to just block people's opinions of yourself out of that. Whether you gotta separate your friends, cool. Separate from your family, okay. But don't worry about even when it comes down to your mother and father. I mean, I know that's the most difficult thing right there, because your mother and father raised you. I mean, right? You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that brought you into this world. So looking to them, of course, you will look to them. Am I good enough? You know what I mean? Is this right? Is this wrong? So to like not worry about your mother's and father's opinions on you, that is some hard stuff, man. That's hard. So that, like I say, you can't worry about anybody's opinions. And at the end of the day, even your mother and your father don't gotta walk in your shoes. You have to walk in your shoes. You are solo in this, brother. You are so low. Another thing, y'all, is I wouldn't take this too lightly. I mean, don't be so hard on yourself. But at the same time, when I say don't be too hard on yourself, don't think you're perfect, because no man is perfect. Understand that you are a flawed man just like everybody else. That is what I mean when I say don't be too hard on yourself. You are an imperfect person. I'm an imperfect person. Now I really demand of myself. I do. But at the same time, I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not perfect. I'm gonna slip up. I slip up. I'll make mistakes. You know, I'm a human being just like everybody else. But I do demand myself. So there's that sense of urgency that you do have to have. You gotta have a sense of urgency. But at the same time, don't be too hard on yourself. You're not perfect. So there's gotta be a balance in between that. And like I said, understand, one thing you do gotta understand too is understanding that things take time, and not everything is not gonna happen in your time. Everything in this world happens in God's time. So you can't, you know, and even if it don't seem like it happens in God's time, oh, I made it myself. Bro, it happened in God's time. Don't sit there and lie to yourself. It happened in God's time. Set goals, have a sense of urgency, go hard, but don't be too hard on yourself. Understand things take time, and understand that you're not perfect. And understand things are not happening in your time. So yeah, and I already basically said it. This is another one here I gotta tell y'all, is understand that you will be at war. If you want to be at peace with yourself, there is no other way. You will be at war. You're gonna be at war. You're gonna be at war mentally. You're gonna be at war with the world. You're gonna be at war spiritually. You're gonna be at war emotionally. You're gonna be at war physically. You're gonna be at war basically in every aspect. If you truly want to be at peace with yourself, you're gonna be in a whole bunch of war. I'm telling you right now. Before there is calm, there's going to be a storm. Before peace, there's going to be chaos. You know what I'm saying? So understand you're going to be in war. Another thing to really be at peace with yourself, you guys, is to find God, to find your higher power. I mean, I feel like that is the very huge factor. I think that is the number one thing, honestly. This is the truth. Actually, I'm not going to say my opinion. This is the truth. Truth and matter, finding God, embracing God, building a relationship with God and your higher power is the number one way to be at peace with yourself, because God created you in his image. This is, this is how it works. This is not my opinion. This is how it works. This is how the world works. You think we're just here just to be here? You think everything in the world just happened? No, obviously there's an obvious creator. It's like how you can go to museums and you see artwork or you see things around the world. Everything you see in this world, obviously somebody created. Obviously somebody created you to just have two eyes, two arms, two legs. So, somebody created you. God created you in his image. You know what I mean? So connecting with your creator will bring peace. Because if you separated from God and God created you in his image, you see there's an imbalance. And if you don't got God, obviously to every force, there's an opposite force. So there's God, there's good, there's also Satan, there's the devil, there's evil. There's good and evil. There's God and there's Satan. If you're separated from God, that leaves room for Satan to do his work around you, within you. And you separate from God. I don't want you, God. No, I'm good. Satan, here we come. Here we come. So you need God to be at peace. If you're separated, you're going to be in the world of hell. Lord forgive me, you're going to be in the world of hell. Another thing, y'all, is to develop good habits and to develop discipline. That is you got to develop good habits. You got to develop some discipline. If you don't got no discipline, dog, I'm telling you, your life is going to be super... I feel like you got to have discipline, dog. You got to have discipline. And the last thing that I have for you guys is search for purpose, not happiness. I feel like people search too much for happiness rather than purpose. And that is a huge mistake. That is a huge purpose over happiness. I feel like people chase good emotions over what is really right and what you're supposed to do. People are chasing to live in the moment, but they're not focused on what is more important and what needs to happen, what you need to do. What is more important is purpose. Without purpose, why are you here? Can you ask me the question right now? If there is no purpose, then why are you here? Why are you breathing? Why are you blinking right now? Why were you born on your specific birthday? Why do you have your skin color? Why do you have your hair? Why are you living on the place you're living right now? Whatever country you live in, whatever state, city you're living in. Why? These are questions that a lot of people don't really ask themselves. You know why? Because they're caught up in happiness. They're not caught up in purpose. Short-term pleasure can cause long-term pain, but short-term pain can cause long-term fulfillment, is what I'm trying to say. Long-term fulfillment. So, you see, this is why you can't fit in with the world. The world's trying to get caught up in happiness, living for the moment, this, that. The life of purpose and fulfillment comes from pain, suffering, sacrifice, and risks. Hard work and faith, And I was trying to say something, I forgot. Like I said, y'all, you just can't really fit in with the world, because if you do fit in with the world, if you fit in with the world, you won't be at peace with yourself. You'll be at war with yourself. But if you don't fit in with the world, you'll find peace within yourself. You may be at war with the world, but what does that matter? As long as you're at peace with yourself and you know who you are, you know your purpose, you have a relationship with God, the most important relationship you should ever have on this earth, of course with God, then what does it matter? Being at peace with yourself is the most important thing. You're living this life, you're here, you're breathing. What can you do about it? Did you ask to be here? I didn't ask to be here, but you are here, and it's a blessing that you're here. It's literally beyond a miracle that you're here. It's a miracle that I'm here, that I'm breathing. It's a blessing, and it's a miracle I'm here. I didn't even ask to be here, but it's a miracle. It's a blessing. The chance of you being born is like 1 out of, some trillions? That's a miracle. You gotta look at the blessings and everything, like I said, you guys, life is hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be chaotic. There's gonna be war. There's gonna be hell. But as long as you stick to your principles, stick to your vision, you find God, you build a relationship with God, stay disciplined, search for purpose, not happiness. Don't fit in with the world, fit in with yourself. You'll be fine. You really will be fine. You know, you'll be just right, just fine. You know, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Anything you're going through, every hard thing you're going through will come soon to pass. There's light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you just gotta keep the faith and keep going, and keep it trucking. Anyways, y'all, I hope y'all like that video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. Stay humble, stay motivated, stay positive, stay inspired, stay healthy. J Ventures. Peace.